Good morning, my XRP army, my tribe, everybody out there in YouTube land. Hope you're having a good day today. Wanted to talk to you about staying grounded in a certain area and not getting carried away. I heard that recently, this morning actually, on someone's channel where they were mentioning from someone else and giving their stamp of approval essentially that Ripple/XRP is going to replace the Federal Reserve. And no, it's not. You have to understand the backstory to the Federal Reserve to understand why that is not going to happen. The Federal Reserve owners, and there are owners, there are shareholders, stockholders in the Federal Reserve, and there's not that many of them. They own a goose that lays golden eggs every single day, all day long. They are not going to give that up. The last president that attempted to replace that system was John F. Kennedy. And he did so with executive order, I think it's 111011, something like that. A whole lot of ones in it with a zero. And shortly after he announced that, signed that executive order, he was unalived. And his replacement rescinded that order in 3 days after taking office. Coincidence? Yeah, okay. If you believe in coincidences, okay. I believe in power. And the people that own the Federal Reserve, the stockholders, are powerful beyond your imagination and my imagination. They can raise up nations, they can bring them down. They can start wars so that they can benefit from loaning to both sides. It's incredible what kind of power they have. And they're not going to give that up. That simply isn't going to happen. So don't get your hopes up in the Federal Reserve going away anytime soon, anywhere. It will not go away without a fight. It will extract every last ounce of your labor and your blood that it can until you're dead. And then it will discard you like you don't exist and go on to your children and do the exact same thing to them. Drain the life right out of them until they have no life left. And then they will go and they will do the same to your children's children. So do not expect them to go anywhere, because they won't. What you can expect is for them to continue to manipulate the economy so that they can, number one, remain in business, and number two, continue to extract your wealth. You can say, well, I don't have any wealth. Well, yes, you do. You have whatever you have. And you are a worker bee in a very big colony that exists to feed the queen bee. And that queen bee is called the Federal Reserve. You need to change your relationship with your finances from one of a worker bee to that of a queen bee. Your money needs to work for you. It needs to go out, gather more of itself, and return to you with said additional copies of itself. This can take some retraining of the brain, but it is completely worth it. You don't get wealthy by buying the next big screen TV. You don't get wealthy by saving. Saving is a fallacy. You can't save your way into prosperity. You can't save your way into retirement. You never get ahead of inflation through savings. You must invest. You must make your money work for you. You must extract every ounce of energy out of that money that you can. I believe that cryptocurrencies are a really good way of doing that. They are up and coming. They are going to play a big role in saving the US dollar from complete collapse. I'll have more on that later today, I believe. I'm going to try and do another video from home about that. I want to talk about the last two prop-up scenarios that have happened along the way. And the next one that's going to prop up the US dollar around the world. When governments say we need a strong dollar, they're not talking about your purchasing power. They're talking about saving the dollar's reserve status because it serves to enhance the owners of the Federal Reserve System. No one cares about you as an individual. Understand that? No one cares about you as an individual. I'm talking about the financial system. Within the financial system, God cares about you as an individual, but they don't. So you need to understand those things, and then you begin to understand how the world's financial system actually works. It's obfuscated to you intentionally. You're not supposed to know how it works. You're just supposed to go along and keep being the worker bee. Once you understand how it works, then you can begin to unentangle yourself from it and to use it as your tool to enrich yourself. You have to unshackle yourself from in front of the horse buggy and climb up into the driver's seat. We'll talk more about that later. God bless y'all. Take care, and I'm out.